Hi, I'm Adam. Welcome to the greatest stories ever told, true stories from the Bible. These are stories of love, courage, miracles, and God's amazing plan for each of us. Today's story comes from the life of Jesus, where we'll discover how his words and actions still bring hope to the world today. So sit back, listen closely, and let's journey together into God's Word. Today's story is about doubting Thomas. Let's begin. After Jesus had risen from the dead, he appeared to his disciples as closest friends. They were amazed and overjoyed to see him alive again. But one of them wasn't there that day. His name was Thomas. Thomas was one of Jesus' 12 disciples. He was honest and thoughtful, but sometimes he needed proof before he believed something big. So when the others told him, "We've seen the Lord," Thomas shook his head. Thomas said, "I won't believe it unless I see the nail marks in his hands and touch them myself." A week later, all the disciples were together again, and this time, Thomas was with them. They were in a house with the doors shut tight. Suddenly, Jesus appeared right there among them. Jesus said, "Peace be with you." He turned to Thomas with a kind smile and said, "Thomas, come, look at my hands. Touch them. Don't doubt, believe." Thomas was shocked. He didn't need to touch Jesus anymore. Just seeing him was enough. With tears in his eyes, Thomas said, "My Lord and my God." Jesus looked at Thomas and said something very special, something meant for us too. "You believe because you've seen me. Blessed are those who believe without seeing." That's the message of this story. Even when we can't see everything with our eyes, we can still believe with our hearts. Thomas had questions, just like we all do sometimes. But Jesus met him with love and patience, just like he does with us. So remember, faith doesn't always mean having all the answers. Sometimes it means trusting even when we can't see. Jesus brings peace when we're scared. He comes to us even when we hide. He loves us and wants us to know he's alive forever. Would you open the door if Jesus came to visit you? Jesus brings peace and joy to his friends. Even when we feel scared or alone, Jesus is near and he is alive. Jesus says these words to remind us that his love calms our hearts.